Hey guys, it's Nuthead again. Sorry I haven't been doing any after races videos. I really don't have a good reason why, other than series days at Indy really busy. The time I was out prior to that was a Friday, and I just kind of forgot my camera in the car. I'm sorry. I'll try to remember to bring it out whenever I'm out next. Um, which won't be for a while. Um, I don't think I'm gonna go racing this Saturday. I was gonna go racing this Tuesday, but my oldest daughter at home has been sick. A little bit of a stomach bug, no big deal there. Um, and next week, I am on vacation. The family and I are getting out of town for a few days, something we all really need, and I just won't be racing. Which means I miss the series final of the Icebreaker series at NDRC World, and I'm kind of bummed about that. Um, but anyway, uh, two things I want to talk about today. We'll talk about my last couple of weeks' results because I didn't do a follow up video from the last time I was out, I don't think. And we'll get into a habit I am trying to break. So last series race, that was an interesting day. I don't know what was going on with me and my brain. Uh, I don't know. I put together one really good run. That's all I'm gonna say. Practice, I couldn't get the front side double. Couldn't get it at all in practice. It just wasn't clicking. Thought I could get it done and hold it by the end of the day. I held it together for the second qualifying run for Sportsman. Yeah, and set TQ there. I couldn't get it. I don't know what it was. So I'll try to figure it out. Track might change. No, it won't change before the next time I run. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a pipe change and I wasn't used to it, kind of standing in an odd spot on the stand. I don't know. I've got no real reasons why I didn't do it. It's really hard. I don't know. Tire choices were also kind of weird. I went with a set of yellow sweepers and a set of yellow carbides. By the time Sportsman A main came around, the yellow sweepers were toast. Which brings up a funny story. I set TQ on basically three tires. My front right one, I think it was, probably about a quarter of the way into the second qualifying run, started coming unglued pretty bad. And I set TQ on three tires. It was pretty awesome. But they were roasted, so they were done. I wasn't even going to bother to try to fix them. So I had a set of silver sweepers on me, which I ran for the 40 plus A main, which ended up being bad. I guess all of the times that I could make that front side double, just repeated impacts. It ended up, I've never seen this before, it ended up taking the pill that was in my B block on the front left side of the car as you're standing behind it. And it pushed the hinge pin and the pill out the back side of the block. So it just sheared off the lip on the pill. Do I have a pill in here? I don't think I have a pill handy nearby. Oh, I do. So like this little ledge right here, that was just sheared off. It was gone. The rest of the pill was shot out the back of the block. So I only got like one lap in on the 40 plus A main. Which is weird because there's only like two e-buggies anyway. It's kind of a disappointed turnout at all overall for 40 plus. I was hoping more people would run it. In the Sportsman A main, that was an interesting one. In TQ, it got restarted, and the new RD doesn't do roll call restart, which, I mean, there's good and bad on that. I held first place for a few laps, and then just repeated mistakes. I couldn't do it, and I ended up falling back to second, and kind of fought to keep second all the rest of the race. I had people living rent-free in my head all day. First qual for Sportsman, had Daniel Passmore living rent-free in my head because I made a really big couple of mistakes on my first couple of laps. I'm like, I can't let him beat me, and I just wasn't focusing on driving. I did qualifying a little bit differently, so probably a little bit of that. I don't know. I'm just couldn't get the double. I don't know what it was, guys. The Friday before that, I just kind of went out. I had some fun. I don't remember how I did. I don't want to look it up, but it was just a fun night. I ended up pulling. I made the A main, and I know I ended up pulling in that. That's what it was. I wanted to forget about that. I ended up pulling in the A main because car just wasn't doing anything I wanted it to do. So I pulled. I couldn't get the traction I wanted. Couldn't get the results I wanted. So I just pulled. I was tired of fighting the car. Which, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta pull. I don't know. Kind of fun couple last weeks. I might take the baby buggy tomorrow and do some roundy round. I haven't decided yet, but as of off-road, I'm probably out for the next 2 weeks at least. So that's my last couple of weeks racing. Other thing I wanted to talk about today is a bad habit I'm trying to get out of. And that habit is, even if I'm in the lead, getting to a comfortable spot and just driving my car. I know I can push my car probably a little bit more than I am. I drive on the edge of comfort. I don't really like to take a whole lot of risks. But I need to drive a little bit more uncomfortably. To do that at Indy, I probably do need to go back to the 5K in the center. Only because, as I was talking yesterday, 7K leaves a little bit less room for mistakes. I like the push of the 7K. It's great. Also talking about some of the top end drivers running square diffs the same way in all of the diffs. And I might try something weird like 5K in all of mine, just to see what it's like. Also got some setup advice from Tyler Hooks that I'm going to try, just because it's going to be like a no pressure situation, and just sit in the car and run it and see how I feel about it. So I'm probably going to do some weird setup changes, mostly pills, mostly diffs, coming up next time I come back out. But I need to start pushing more. I need to try to start taking a bit more risks. I need to drive a little bit more uncomfortable. That being said, that's basically what all last Saturday was just driving uncomfortably, because I couldn't have people living in my head, and that's ended up what happened in a couple of my runs, was just people in my head. But anyway, so shout out to Sweep Racing USA for the support. They're great. Phoenix Performance Bodies for the Nighthawk body for the 2.0. I really do think it performs a lot better than the stock body, which, surprisingly enough, let's talk about that. I brought out my original 2.0 body on Saturday just to run that, and I ran out my first 2 quals, and they were both my worst runs. Probably something there, right? Chase, I didn't forget. You wanted to ask me about a battery, and I forgot at the track, but I didn't forget. So I probably will try to do a video on what I know about batteries, if that helps you. If you still have any questions, just look me up at the track. Oh, it also brings up another thing. I did get some stickers made. I decided on how I'm going to do the stickers, how I'm going to give them away. I only gave away a few sets yesterday to some people, but in general, I'm going to give away the stickers. If you do a track interview with me, the same thing I always do with everybody else. I ask you 2 kind of RC related questions, kind of serious interview question, and a couple of weird off the wall questions. Also, what I did is I was kind of bored, and one day I decided to sign some wheels from a set of tires that I'd run a few times, and I gave those out to some people at the track, and it made their day. And it was great to see people have a smile on their face, just from kind of a local, semi-famous guy, giving stuff away. So I like to do that. I like to make people happy, and it was great to see people smile. It's kind of funny because Lance's mom said to me at the track, she's like, "Knothead, if you get famous, we're selling this." Now, if I get famous, just frame it. But I doubt I'm getting famous. But anyway, guys, as always, like, share, subscribe, leave a comment on the video, and I will see you at the track.